Buchanan, maybe you could just state for us why you're concerned about the debris at the old town hall.
Well, basically, the contractors came in on a Sunday. They brought in 2 pieces of equipment. From what I hear, they weren't allowed to move on a Sunday. As of Monday morning, they started construction. There were no barrier fences, nothing put around the actual building. They started tearing it down. So people were concerned. It's actually right next door to a playground. Also, it's next to a school. There were no trucks watering down the debris. That was the initial problem. Some of us went to the selectmen's meeting and talked to them. That's when we found out there was actually asbestos in the walls of the building. Initially, they had removed some asbestos in the building by a contractor, but once they started tearing the building down, so all of a sudden what was a $50,000 renovation or tear down of the building, all of a sudden it's up at $100,000, and now all of a sudden finding the mold, the first bill we get, they want to charge us $237,000 for remediation. We're just mad at the town manager, because, no one took this into account. I mean, they knew it was an old building. Already in town, they're moving money around with not telling us. There's no accountability. We show up at meetings, we're asking for line items. They don't give us anything. The citizens are concerned. I mean, it's taxpayer money going away, and they're always raising our taxes. Every year it's something else. It's 6 cents per thousand, it's 7 cents per thousand, it's, $75 a year on a $250,000 house, and it just keeps adding up. There's absolutely no accountability. The people have no trust in the town government. People have been showing up, and they just don't care. They just ignore us, they blow us off, we never get an answer, and it's just an endless stream. And now it's gotten to the point where people are showing up and they want their town officers held responsible, the town manager, the selectmen. So basically that's why a lot of people have gotten involved, and the whole thing initially started with the careless well. When that whole issue came up, and didn't seem to make any sense, where our own town lawyer was charging us to fight a person on the planning board and shut down the well he had gotten approval from the actual town building inspector. So there's a whole thing going on, and it was just things don't seem right, and people just have no trust in the town anymore, and their elected officials or their appointed officials. And it's just gotten to the point now where, people are just showing up and want answers, and they're not getting them.
So what do you hope happens tonight? Obviously something has to be done to remove the debris, and it's going to be costly.
Yep, supposedly they were going to go back and rebid it out to a couple of them, or rework the bid with the initial company that did it. But again, I mean, that's $237,000 here. They've already sunk over $250,000 into, plans for the renovation, plans for a new town hall. So it just seems as there's an endless stream of money going out the door with no accountability. And they're shifting funds behind the scenes, and it may be legal, but I don't think it's particularly moral.
So how do you feel about the $3 million proposed new town hall?
People actually stood up on that. They said we didn't get a $2.2 million town hall through last time. Now all of a sudden you're bumping it up another $800,000 to $3 million. And again, they go with the numbers on the tax rate and stuff like that. I mean, they just won't come back with anything reasonable. Somebody wants the town hall or whatever, Taj Mahal town hall, and it's like, we don't need it. We need something reasonable. The economy's not great. I haven't gotten a raise in 3 years. I mean, everything's tight. People have had to tighten their belts, and this town apparently thinks we don't. I mean, they just want to go one project after another. They want to give $500,000 to the Conservancy Fund to buy land for sale that we won't actually own. So that's actually more money there. It's just an endless stream of money going out the door.